Welcome to online classes of Mahatma Gandhi Government School Seva. We were discussing topic playing with numbers. Now we are moving further. First of all, we are going to discuss about common factors and multiple factors. As the name suggests, common, anything common between two numbers. If we studied about what is factors, if I write 16 and factorize it, what will be the factors of 16? 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. These are the factors of 16. If I write 8, what will be the factors of 8? 1, 2, 4 and 8. Now, as the name suggests, common. So, anything common between 2 and the more numbers. There should be at least 2 numbers because there is a need of 2 units for comparison. So we are comparing here that what is common between these 2 units. I can also write about that 12. Write the factors of 12. 1, 2, 6, 3, 4, 3, 4, 6 and 12. These are the factors of 12. Now we are discussing what is common factors. So anything common between these 3 units will be a common factor for all these 3, 16, 18 and 12. What are the common factors here? The numbers which are visible in all 3 factorization of the numbers are the common factors. If I write, if for identification or for simplification, what we will do? We will encircle them. 1 is common in all. 2 is also common in all. Now next, what is common? That is 4. 4 is also here. So there are 3 numbers which are common factors of 16, 8 and 12. So we will write 1, 2 and 4 are common factors of 16, 12 and so what we will do first? First we will factorize them, the number and the other number and what the numbers which are given here, and after that we will see what is prevalent or what is solitary, what is present in every factorization. We will encircle it and we will write it here. So we can calculate what is common factors. Now we will talk about multiple factors. Multiple factors or common multiples. Common multiple means we are taking table of any number. If I write 4 and write down table of 4, what will be table? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Now I will write table of 6. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. Now I write table of 8. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. So these are the tables and also multiple. If we multiply 4 by 1, what will come? 1. If I multiply 2, if we take table of these numbers, it is also called common multiples. Now, what is common multiple? After this table or the multiplication of a number, what is common in these numbers is called common multiple. What is common here? That is present among all these 3. That is 24. If I talk 4 is here but does not here also. 8 present here and here but does not present in table of 6 or multiple of 6. So what will be the common multiple? Common multiple of 4, 6 and 8 is 24. In the written statement only, if I extend this table of 4 to 40 or upper into 11 or up to 20, then there will be a multiple common factors. Common multiple will come out more than one. There can be more than one or one. Now there are some rules. There are some rules of divisibility. We studied in last class the divisibility, but there are certain other rules. If I write that any number which is divisible by other number, then this number is also divisible by the number's factors. How? If 12 is divisible by 4, we know that if I divide 12 with 4, what will be the result? 3. What the statement is saying? If B factorize 4, what will be the factors of 4? 1, 2 and 4. So these three factors also divides 12. How? If I divide 12 by 1, what will be the result? It is completely divisible by 1. If I divide 12 by 2, it will also completely divisible by 2. What will be the result? If I divide 12 with 4, what will be the result? It will be. So any number which is divided by other number is completely divisible. If we factorize that number, the number which we are dividing will also be divisible by their factors. Statement 2. If any number divisible by two co-prime numbers, then this number is divisible by their product also. How? If I write 80 and I said 80 is divisible by 4 and 5. 4 and 5 are, what are 4 and 5? These are co-prime numbers. What are co-prime numbers? First of all, we will analyze what is co-prime number. If any two numbers divisible by either 1 or itself, not other than that. If I divide 4 with 1, it will be divisible by 1. And also, if I divide 5 with 5 only, we can't divide 5 with 4 or any other number. If I write 2 and 3, these are also co-prime numbers because these are only divisible by 1. So any numbers which are only divisible by 1 except itself. If I divide 5 with 5, it will be divisible, but will not be divisible by any other number. So any two numbers which are divisible by 1 are called co-prime numbers. So 4 and 5 are co-prime numbers. If we divide 80 with 4, what will be the result? 20. If I divide 80 with 5, what will be the result? 16. It means 4 divides 80 and 5 divides 80 completely. The statement is saying if we multiply these two numbers which we are multiplying with 80, what will be the result? That is 20. If we multiply 4 into 5, these are what? Co-prime numbers. These are individually divided 80. If we multiply them, product of these numbers will also divide the number completely. If we multiply 4 and 5, what will result? 20. And we divide 80 by 20? 4. So the statement is saying if we divide any number with two co-prime numbers, their product is also divide the number completely. Another statement. These are the principles. If two numbers, I write 20 or 35, are divisible by any number. If two numbers are divisible by any number, then difference of these number is also completely divisible by that number. How? I write two numbers 20 and 35. These are the two numbers 20 and 35. If it is, these are divisible by 5. If we divide individually these numbers, what is 20 and 35? These are completely divisible by 5. If we subtract or we calculate the difference of these two numbers, what are the numbers 20 and 35? What will be the difference? That is 15. It means the difference between these two numbers is also divisible by the number which we are dividing these two given numbers. 5 divides 20 completely. 5 4 ja 20, 5 7 ja 35, and their difference comes out is 15, and 5 3 ja 15. Now we will talk about prime factorization. If what is prime? Prime means basic or from the initial. If I factorize 36, I can factorize this 36 with several types of, with different numbers. But the ultimate number which is prime, prime means from the lowest or from the basic. When we factorize 36 with different numbers, at last we came out the same conclusion if we factorize them completely. If I write 18 into 2, one way. Second way, 9 into 4. 6 into 6. 3 into 2. 3 into 3, 2 into. These are the 4 ways from which we can factorize 36. But what we are talking about prime factorization, it means we should at least reach to the smallest numbers or the from the initials, that are the lowest digits we can factorize any number, is called prime factorization. If I multiply or factorize these numbers again in smaller numbers, if I write 9 into 2 into 2, if I write 9 factorize 9, what will be 3? 3 into 3, and 4 into 2 into 2. What will be 3 into 2, 3 into 2. Now 3 into 3, 2 into 2. So at last we came out at same conclusion, that are the smallest digit as much as possible we should have to factorize any numbers, and we are talking about prime. Prime means from the initials. Now we will talk about HCF. What is HCF? Highest common factor. HCF. If I write, as the name suggests, highest common factor, anything which is common between the units and should be highest is called highest common factor. If I write 24 and calculate its factors, first what we will do, we will use this sign to calculate factors. This is another way to calculate factors. We will place divider here and divisor. If I take 2, because we will start from the initial. If I start from 2, it is also if it can be divided by 6 also, but it's not the way. We will start it from the lowest digit. What is lowest digit? That is 1. But after dividing this 24 by 1 again and again, it will come out the same number. But what is greater than 1? That is 2, and this is the smallest digit. We studied in last video that what are the divisibility rules. What we said, that any number which has last digit 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8 will be completely divisible by 2. We will start here from 2. If I divide 24 by 2, how many times? 12 times. 2 1 ja 2. 2 2 ja 4. We will place here product here, and again we will divide it by 2. 2 6 ja 12. The number of times we divide will place here, and the divisor will come out here. If I place again 2, 2 3 ja 6. Now it comes 3. 3 is not divisible by 2. It will be divisible by 3. 3 1 ja 3. At last we will stop at 1. Now we will take another number. We will write these numbers here. 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 is equal to 20. We will take here 54. I said, according to divisibility rules, If last digit is either 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, it will be completely divisible by 2. We will place here 2. 2 1 ja 2, 2 2 ja 4, 2 7 ja 20, 17. So the product came out with 27. Now we will see the last digit is what? What I talked? 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. 7 is not given here. It means it will not be divisible by 2. What will be next? That is 3. What is the rule of 3? The sum of digits. If the sum of digits is divisible by 3, the number will be divisible by 3. What are the units? 7 and 2. The sum is 9. 9 is divisible by 3. So we will place here 3. 3 9 ja 27. 3 1 ja 3. What will be right? 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 equal to 50. What we are studying? That is highest common factor. What is highest common factor? We will see that what are the common multiples or what are the common factors of these numbers in these two numbers. That is 2, that is 3, that is 3. No other numbers are common in these two digits. We will place these two things separately. 2 is common and 3 is common and multiply them. 2 into 3 is equal to 6. So 6 is the highest common factor of 24 and 54.